Greetings. And what up, though? And we're back for another installment of the Vainglorious one, Uncle Vick. Now, with that being said, don't expect me to come in and open this shit up like a blogger or a podcaster or your favorite internet personality. Like you think that I'm that, because I ain't that. I'm not even good at this shit. I'm sitting here talking shit. And I'm a very regular person. I'm not like trying like motherfuckers be on here, overselling themselves, and that ain't me, man. I ain't super cool, I ain't nothing, I'm me. And it's gonna get weird. As the weeks of this shit go along, it's gonna get weird. Cause I'm a weird person. And I'm in a room by myself. And you'll wanna see what I did in rooms by myself. Like, when my kids or people catch me, they like, man, what is wrong with this? Like, or hear me, because I just randomly burst out in the song, do all type of weird shit. But I also want to, as the show goes along, I'm going to change the stigma of that word weird, because I don't like that weirdo has become the term of really what lame niggas is out here doing. It's a lot of quote unquote, like I've been a weird guy since long as I can remember, back when I was in my room as a little kid pretending to be Mr. T. Been a weird guy my whole life. Now we base that in a form of like cornballery, if that's a word. And cornball's not a word, so I'm sure cornballery is not a word. And I'm gonna make up a lot of words doing this shit. I can be articulate, but the fuck wants to do that? It's kind of boring. But anyway, let's talk some shit, man. I've seen some things on the internet lately that's just been, do we call it the internet anymore, or is it just social media now? I don't know. This is me having an old man moment. But seen something online that kind of disturbed me. And it was about the emasculation. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. The demasculinization, the emasculation of the black man, and Hollywood is making our children gay. And all right, man. So I wanted to come talk about pause no homo culture. And not that I'm, whatever, do whatever floats your boat, man. I ain't judgmental. The pause no homo thing, I'll say it being very seldomly being facetious, because I think that's one of them weirdo quote unquote cornball things. I think not when niggas is joking, but when niggas is seriously like no homo, like pause, like, man, go get a life, my nigga. Grow up. I got a nigga, and I'm not gonna say his name, because if you know me, you probably know him. And this nigga, it's an old story, a long time ago. But this nigga says, used to say, he don't say it too much no more. Pause no homo so much, the nigga said some straight shit and said, one of them, nigga, I'm gonna go fuck my bitch, no homo. Like, really? But we talking about love scenes in the TV show Power, Lovecraft Country, or Love Chain as I call it, because I just like to be the oddball and shit, and my friends was all raving about this Lovecraft Country. Love, and I'm like, what the fuck is a love chain? What is this Love Chain County? But I went and watched it, and Lovecraft Country is a really good show. I wish I had this woman's name. Last name Green or something. I know she was a writer on Sons of Anarchy, a couple different shows, and she's a great writer, black woman. I'm so mad. I'm gonna get killed for not knowing this lady's name. But because they're giving Jordan Peele, who's one of the producers, a lot of the credit for the show, and he didn't write the show. It's her. It's her brainchild. But there's Michael K. Williams in it. And Michael K. Williams is a actor from the TV show The Wire. And if you watch The Wire, you first and foremost, it's the greatest cinematic experience in episodic form ever, in my opinion. But he was a openly gay robber of drug dealers. You see it. Got Brian on here somewhere, but what was I talking about? Omar. He was a very gay, openly gay drug dealer robber. And Omar was bucking niggas in more ways than one because he was a homosexual. Now, thing about homosexual culture and pop culture, I don't know if y'all know this, but it's always been there. Levi's and all of these Tommy Hilfiger and all of these fashion brands that we was just bigging them fashion lines up. Like they're usually gay people in power. Pop culture in general, a lot of the slang we use, a lot of the stuff that we do comes from gay culture, whether we tend to know that or not. The point of what I'm saying is, now that their stories are being told, everybody got a problem with it. And I just don't, like, I'm not sitting there, whatever floats your boat, man. Like the young lady I was watching Lovecraft with, Michael K. Williams is supposed, and I'm not gonna give y'all, if y'all ain't seen the show, I'm not gonna spoil it. Michael K. Williams is, well, I'm gonna spoil this part. But Michael K. Williams is he starts off the show heterosexual with a son, yada, yada, yada. And somewhere throughout the series, that changes. And there's a scene where it changes. And the young lady I was watching that show with was very uncomfortable. And when she got uncomfortable, it made me laugh. I said, what do you, like, you take dicks all the time. You take dicks. Okay. I've tried to hold it in, man, because this is going to be funny for me. But she was cringing, like, and I get it. If you're not comfortable with something, don't force yourself to be comfortable with nothing. Because I'm not finna go turn on Pornhub and watch Patty Cakes get his shit blasted or something. I don't know what porn stars and gay porn names is. I don't know. But if I just for example, his name is Patty Cakes, I'm not turning on Pornhub to watch Patty Cakes get his buns cracked. I'm not finna watch that happen. But as far as gay scenes in television shows, like, it's no different than us in the 90s watching Skinamax on Lash, nigga. And don't front like y'all wasn't watching Skinamax waiting to turn it on last in case your mom walked in. Don't act like you wasn't. If you in my age range, if you're like anywhere from 29, 30, if you're 29 and 39, your ass more than likely grew up with the TV on Skinner in the Max, nigga. You had the Skinamax on, and you was putting it on last when your mama came in the crib. Now, in that, it's a bunch of, dry, butt-naked dry humping. So I'm not about to be sitting there uncomfortable over no butt-naked dry humping. So the more uncomfortable those things, like the one in Power and the one in Lovecraft Country, when those make motherfuckers comfortable, when they make people uncomfortable, they make me comfortable as shit. Because I'm like rooting them niggas on now. Like, go ahead, get that nigga, buck them down. Buck him down, Dano. Knuck if you buck, nigga. Oh, shit. I'm just saying, if it's going to keep people in the room uncomfortable, I'm going to be super comfortable with it. It's like, nigga, I'm going to go get my phone and turn on Knuck if you buck, Knuck. If you... Oh, shit. And the reason I say all of this is, man, it's like, we normalize certain parts of homosexuality to our liking. And it's like, I'm not asking nobody to be, you gotta go waving a rainbow flag around this motherfucker, but leave them people be, man. I went to high school in the 90s, and that was a very mean era, bro. Like, I went to high school with all 2 or 3 gay kids. And now that I look back at it, it probably was a lot more, but young black men, we made them so uncomfortable that they wasn't coming out in that shit. Motherfuckers was getting beat up, rocks threw at them, all type of shit. Like, my nigga, I don't give a fuck who you are, or don't nobody deserve that. We sitting here talking about Black Lives Matter and fighting a whole system of oppression, and they got the nerves to oppress people for what they tend to like in the bedroom when it ain't our fucking business in the first place. And I know what you're gonna say, well, they make it our business we make it everybody's business too when we go live our life. If we walking outside with our girl and we holding our girl hand, my nigga, like, they should be able to do the same shit. Shut up. But I don't wanna make this like a PSA or like I'm rooting for gay rights and all that shit, because I don't have to do that because I'm in support of my people no matter what. Like, and it's a lot of black people that's being vilified for their homosexuality. Like, leave them people be, man. So, and when I say my people, I mean humans, man. Like I don't have to be a homosexual to support what they going through. I don't have to even agree with it. It ain't for me to validate. Who the fuck am I to have to validate what they go through or not and tell her I agree with this or I don't agree with that? Who the fuck ain't my business? Goof. But and I say that because we was mean. We was mean. And I wasn't mean like most people, but I can't sit here and say that I didn't partake in some very fun, like, okay, for example, I wasn't gonna do no other kid dirty in school or throw no rocks at nobody, but when I was in high school, there was a fucking school, it was a gay bar across the street from my high school called the Mailbox. And it wasn't spelled mail, it wasn't spelled mail like the US postage. It was spelled mail like the species I am, the Mailbox. And in wintertime, we used to get out of school, we see them in the parking lot. Now, me being a 16-year-old kid, if I see my friends throwing snowballs, I'm throwing snowballs. But imagine 150 kids throwing snowballs at 4 or 5 gay people. My nigga, that was mean as fuck. And they was adults. We was kids. We was just dumbass kids. At some point, though, as an adult, you have to wise up, man. And what we do is we normalize certain parts of it. Because I know, you know what it's like. I got homeboys that got, gay, like lesbian cousins and whatever the case. If you got a lesbian cousin and like let's say Snoop from The Wire, and you niggas is proud of that cousin. It's like, oh, cousin Felicia, she get all the hoes, man. Come meet cousin Felicia, man. She got them. Because usually you niggas be talking all that shit. The female lesbians be having way better women than a lot of you niggas could have ever talked to. And that's why you do it, because you like living through them. But if gay cousin Shaka come to the, I don't know why I just named him Shaka, but if gay cousin Shaka come through to the family function, you treating him like a pariah. For what? For what? It's your cousin still. And we do the white man thing with, oh, I got some gay people in my family, bro. We do the white splain. We do with our, like, I got some gay cousins in my family, man. So if that's the case, scenario, Thanksgiving night, you with your people and y'all doing y'all holiday thing. Everybody getting loose, all that shit. You go home, everybody got their spouse or whatever there with them. You go home from a good night, you gonna fuck your woman. What you think cousin Shaka gonna do? He gonna buck. Knuck. My point is, the scenes in these movies ain't no different than a Skinamax scene in someone else. As a matter of fact, 20 years ago, I recall a series called Oz with Adebisi, Greasy Adebisi, as I like to call him. That nigga was, and you know if it's a prison show, male dominated. I don't think it was no women in the show. You know what was happening. Knuck. They was knucking. That nigga Adebisi used to use like the tin can of Crisco oil. Like the tin can of Crisco oil. Like the grandma when it was a solid before it was a liquid, and he would be, boy, bending them niggas. I'm so childish, dog. But that's the reality of it, man. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Gay people ain't thinking about you. They don't want to think about you. And if it makes you uncomfortable, don't watch it or skim past it or whatever. Stop going online and complaining and talking about Hollywood trying to steal your child's soul. Because all of our shit was plastered all over everything. And our shows didn't make, in the 80s and 90s, didn't make no gay people want to be straight. So going on with that bullshit, dog. Let them motherfuckers get the bucking if they want to. If Halle Berry can be in Monsters Ball and have somebody make her feel good, then Harold Berry can have somebody make him feel good too. God damn it. Leave them people alone. My thing is, don't normalize some of it. Don't normalize your gay cousin Felicia with all the hoes if you ain't gonna normalize gay cousin Shaka. Let it be, man. And if it's too much, just okay, whatever. Making a big deal of it and trying to make this whole theme around something that is happening. And maybe Hollywood is doing it. Maybe it ain't, maybe they aren't. But that's where parenting comes into play. Because can't nobody, and at the end of the day, ain't enough parenting in the world gonna change that. If your child's gay, your child's gay. And If that's something they feel, ain't no TV show, no song, no artist, no role model, ain't nothing gonna change that. If your kid wanted a dick or well, whatever, whichever, if they wanted genitalia of the same sex, that's there. Or something happened to them to put them there. Ain't no song lyric or no scene or no TV show made them do that shit. Doof. Grow up. Uncle Vick. Out. Knuck if you book. Knuck if you book. Knuck. All right, I can't do no